The craziness has not come to an end just yet. This week we have Disney earnings and a massive CPI print. We're past FOMC, but everyone's focused in on inflation and so much more to come. I'm Gav Blacksburg. I'm here with Evan from Stock Market News. We're going to break it all down for you and make it nice, simple, and easy. Let's hop right into the earnings calendar for this week to get you all started out with. Here's a good overall view of everything that we're looking at. I already mentioned Disney, which is coming in on after hours on Wednesday. There's some other big names on here, though. What's standing out to you the most, Evan?
Yeah, so some of the biggest names on here. Let's go by day. Monday, I'm seeing PayPal and Palantir. PayPal, a very traditional name, has been beaten down over the last couple of years, and we'll see how that one goes. Actually, a very interesting name for me on watch personally for my portfolio. And then Palantir as well, a very popular name on FinTwit and on all the online communities. So that will definitely be on watch. Looking over to Tuesday, we got kind of I'm gonna call Nikola a meme, but Fisker might be a little bit mean to put it in there. But we got those EV companies going, and then we got some other traditional names like an Under Armour, and I know people trade DigitalOcean and Novavax and some others. And after the close, Airbnb, Rivian, Occidental, and a bunch others. Then Wednesday for me, definitely big focus. In the morning, we got Li Auto, Wendy's, Tiva, which is or was a Warren Buffett name. I don't know if he still owns it, but that's how I first came in contact with it in Roblox. And then we talked about this before. My big watch of the week is Disney after the close on Wednesday, but Trade Desk is a huge name. Unity Software recently had some job cuts, Beyond Meat, Robinhood, and some others. And we do tail off a little bit into the end of the week, JD, and maybe one or two others, but that's really kind of the names that I'll be watching on. If I had to narrow it down to just three, it's definitely PayPal, Airbnb, and Disney would be my three. What about you?
Yep. Yeah, I think you nailed it. Definitely Lucid's going to get some watch just from the Tesla crowd. Palantir.
Completely missed that one. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Monday after the close, Lucid and Palantir. So actually, with those two and PayPal, it's going to be a decent sized. That's one of the bigger Monday earnings days. And then
I was
with
thinking the exact same thing. Even the morning, Tyson Foods, BioNTech, Six
Yep.
Flags, small market caps. Six Flags, a lot of fun though. But yeah, busy Monday.
Yeah, and then Rivian kind of coming in on Tuesday right after Lucid. So you get both of those competitors back to back days. Novavax in the morning there with Nikola, right? A lot of movement I think we'll be seeing, and then like even Upstart, Affirm. So although we're past large tech earnings, we're still in a high period of volatility. And there's certainly names on here that are going to move 10, 20+% in one direction or the other throughout the course of the week. We can give a little bit of the estimates here. We don't have to dig in too far. You can kind of pause this and take a look if you'd like. But you can see for PayPal and Palantir and Lucid, some of these other names, just some of those estimates. These are obviously coming from the Monday one. Do you want to make any comments on these or you want to
Yeah,
just roll?
very quickly. The far right column, that is the revenue estimate. The column slightly to the left of that is the non-GAAP EPS, which is generally is reported. And then right to the left of that is what time you should expect the numbers to be released, not the earnings call. Earnings call in the afternoons are normally 5:30 p.m. Eastern. In the morning, it could be 7, 8, 9, 10 p.m., 10 a.m. Eastern. So definitely some stuff to watch there. But yeah, feel free to pause these videos. We talked about some of the biggest ones. EA was not on that list. Virgin Galactic was also not on this list. Wolf, one of your largest individual stock holdings. I know you have a lot of ETFs. CELH, Celsius Holdings, was not on that list that we were looking at earlier. So I know that
Yeah.
one will definitely be on watch for you, and we can keep cycling around. You guys can, as Wolf said, pause the video. I do want to remind people, make sure you guys, if you are enjoying this, give the video a like. If you want to see more of these type of videos, drop a comment down below. Make sure you subscribe to our channels. We're trying to bring a lot of stuff. Obviously, we're live on Twitter Spaces all day, every day, pretty much every single week. And we're trying to do more on YouTube. So yeah, we appreciate everyone that does subscribe. And we're at Wednesday before the open, and now Wednesday after the close is another busy time. I'll be watching Disney, as we've said 50 times today. But yeah, Trade Desk and Unity, Robinhood also interesting. The other major events of the week on the macro fronts, for me, the big watch also on Wednesday, going to be a very busy day, is CPI, inflation data. This has been front and center on the Fed's watch list for a while and mainstream as well. Although I have noticed a little bit of a tick down in interest, but we'll see going forward. So that is definitely the biggest watch for me this week is CPI on Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Definitely have that on your radar, but we also have some Fed governors and some other stuff as well.
Yep, you nailed it there with CPI, and I don't know if you have those expectations ready, but I'm assuming it's around what, 4.8%? Somewhere in that area? Might
I'm
have to.
seeing right around 5%. I muted there to dig. Looks like the forecast is right around 5.25%. So we might even see a little bit of a pickup in the expectations. That's definitely something to keep on watch. We have the actual there. If you can go back to the last slide. Sorry, I was like, where am I looking at? But that was PPI. Yeah, 5% CPI year over year, and I'm seeing a forecast of 5.2%. So I think a pickup would be psychologically pretty large. Although we went from 6 to 5 last month, that won't be lost on anybody. So I'm seeing forecast of 5. I'm seeing forecast of 5.2, but I think a bar to watch out for very much is what we got last month. We
So
want to be lower than that.
4.9%, and we rock it.
Well, those are your words. But I'm seeing
Okay.
5 and
Alright.
5.2% around there is the forecast. So we should be very close to that. And then
So
PPI is pretty interesting as well. Tells you what's happening from the producer side of it. Definitely gets watched by a lot of people. So something interesting there. It also saw quite a big drop last month. There's
yeah,
also a couple Fed speakers going in here. We were in a blackout window for a while for the Fed presidents heading into the FOMC meeting, and we are obviously past that. So I'm expecting a lot of conversation from them this week, next week, and into the future. We were talking a little bit. You mentioned Jerome Powell and FOMC. For those who are wondering, the next FOMC meeting, the next time we're going to hear if they're going to raise rates or pause, is on June 14th. So a month and a week away from today. So there's stuff to watch out there. But CPI, Disney earnings, what we let out with will be my biggest focus of the week.
perfect. I think we covered everything then this week. We hit on all the major earnings, which we are going to be covering live on Spaces. So if anybody is curious, you can go to Twitter and go to @StocksOnSpaces, and that's the account that we'll be hosting earnings analysis and calls live from. You can listen in as we give our thoughts, but of course, bring on experts onto the panel on a regular basis to hear from them. And then, of course, for CPI, we'll be live that morning, probably around 8 a.m. Eastern. Also, I believe from the Stocks on Spaces account, and you can catch us there, myself, Stock Market News, Stock Talk Weekly, and probably some others too, as we talk about CPI, its effects on the market, and how we are going to adjust our trading styles because of it. Evan, any final comments you want to leave us with for this video?
We have a big guest coming on Thursday, speaking of those spaces. So make sure you're tuning into that one. We're looking forward to it. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed to these channels. We're trying to do a lot on YouTube, and we appreciate everyone who is supporting us. And give the video a like. It helps the algorithm a lot. Keep commenting down below, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Take care, everybody. See you in the next one.